Hey everybody, JitteryJay here. Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. This is a video I've wanted to check out for quite some time now. I just have never gotten a chance to because every time I go to it, I completely forget about it and then it pops up on my timeline again. Um, so I know Ren is almost at 2 million subscribers now, and in my opinion, it should be a hell of a lot more than that. Um, he deserves all the subscribers in the world. Anyway, this is Ren, 1 million subscribers, defining success. We're going to check this out. But first, we're going to hit him with a like and subscribe on the original video. That is the important part to show support wherever we go. I'd love to have you too. Uh, that being said, all of Ren's links will be in the description below, as well as a link to the original video. That being said, let's check this out, see what he's got for us. If I can remember where to click at.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I wrote something that I want to share with you. But first of all, I just want to say how grateful I am. I've reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone.
Yeah, we're grateful too, my man. Trust me, we are grateful as well.
I wanted to say thank you, subscribers on YouTube, which is a flipping huge milestone. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my music over the years, whether you're newly on board or have been here for a while. I wanted to say thank you to the YouTube reaction community who have gotten behind my stuff in a big way and really helped me reach this goal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I wanted to read this passage that I wrote about success. It's too much for me to remember right now, so bear with me. But yeah, success to me means that I have a responsibility that transcends me. If I have a platform where people are paying attention, then I feel like it's my duty to make that count. It's far more important than my aspirations with music and what I could personally gain. There's a saying that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships.
I like
Somehow
that. I like that. He used that in when he was describing why Sick Boy was taken down. He mentioned that quote there: "A rising tide raises all ships." It's true, you know. It's basically what he's talking about is spreading the wealth, bringing everybody else up with you at the same time, lifting up everyone around you at the same time that you're being lifted up. So I like that sentiment. Well, let me back that up.
Thing that stuck with me recently, which was a rising tide lifts all ships. Somehow, by finding success for myself has meant that I can find success for the people around me, and that makes me feel very rich. I'm in a very strange position right now where I owe much of my success to the most destructive force in my life, which has been the turbulence of my physical and mental illness. The thing that has by far brought me the most pain has been a source of constant inspiration, which ironically led to creations which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else.
I don't mean to keep pausing, but his physical afflictions and everything helped him to also, and his mental afflictions helped him also to connect with people on a personal level. You know what I mean? I think that's why people gravitate towards Ren so much, is because they can connect to him on that level. And it's a very important connection to have with people. Like he said, a rising tide raises all ships. But then at the same time, you got to try to keep yourself afloat. You know what I mean? As you're trying to keep other people or bring other people to success, you got to keep yourself healthy too.
Which brought me the most joy. Creating art which means something to somebody else and can potentially be a companion to somebody else in the dark justifies my own pain, and I desperately needed that to be justified. There are a lot of people alive today who live in the dark. It's a place that I'm very familiar with. In the peak of my health problems, I was severely underweight. All my meals had to be restricted and blended, and I was so tired that I couldn't participate in life. I couldn't socialize, I couldn't watch films, I couldn't read. My bones constantly hurt. Even standing in the shower was excruciating and exhausting. And this went on for years, with no answers. Nobody could have ever convinced me during that time that my pain and suffering would be a source for something good, because it felt insidious.
Yeah.
Nobody could have ever
Chronic pain. I deal with chronic nerve pain, so I get some of what he's talking about. Mine's not as extreme as his is. I just get pains that shoot into the side of my face from nerve damage and all down my arm, all the way down my side, down my leg. That's why I wear a brace because the muscles have atrophied in my leg. Uh, it's why I shake so bad. Um, I deal with pain on a personal basis to the point where I'm almost used to it, to the point where it worries me when I don't hurt. It makes me think something's wrong when I'm not in pain. I very seldom have days where I'm not in pain and I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? So it's you take the good with the bad, and sometimes even the good days are bad days. But I'm getting off track here.
Because it felt insidious.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could have ever convinced me that something constructive can come from hurting every day. But I'm here to tell you that if you are hurting every day, don't be afraid. One thing I know to be a constant law of the universe, is that life is inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Life is beautiful and life is hideous. Life is kind and life is cruel. Dancing inside this dichotomy and inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever. Whether that comes from...
That's what I was talking about when I said you got to take the good with the bad, because life is going to throw everything at you at once. And you never know what's going to hit and what's not. So, yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And inconsistency makes me know that you won't hurt forever. Whether that comes from resolution of what you're going through or acceptance of where you are. You won't hurt forever. You don't know yet whether or not your pain conceals gold. It definitely conceals wisdom, and it's definitely a catalyst for filling you with empathy. So stand strong, my friends, and don't let the darkness consume you. Because once you know the dark and become intimate with it, you become very capable of wielding the light. You could be instrumental for changing this world for the better. There's nothing humble about shrinking or doubting yourself because you are large. You can be ferocious and you could be magnificent.
I like that.
For the medical industry, who too often let people fall through the cracks, it's your duty to do better.
Right.
For the people living in the light, who have either stepped out of their shadow or have never had to walk beside it, it's your responsibility to put out untainted love. Our own greed, desire to ferociously expand, and decisions rooted in self-interest can benefit ourselves in a material sense, but can be very destructive to the hive and the world around us,
Right.
ultimately hurting ourselves. So we really must consider that if we're going to step into a bright future. As humans, we have an incredible potential, and it would be a shame to throw it away. So community, humanity, and changing our relationship with the natural world so it leans more towards homeostasis must be a priority number one. If you're watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it.
I like that. In other words, embrace your feelings. You have to embrace them to get over them, to get past them. You have to go. You can't go around certain things. You have to go through them in order to get past them. I think that's what he's getting at.
Watching this and there's a knot tied up in your stomach with bitterness, anger, or hatred for your fellow human being, be with it, feel it, understand it, express it, and then let it go. You're hurting. Give yourself love, forgive yourself, and then project that love outwards, and the anger will pass. We have a decision in every interaction to tilt the world towards heaven or hell, towards Jannah or Jahannam, utopia or dystopia, and some people's ideas of heaven will be another's image of hell.
Right.
So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts.
I like that. I like that imagery. Tapestries are made beautiful because it's a bunch of different ideas and concepts mashed together into one which forms just one work of art. You know what I mean? I like that analogy.
So tread carefully, but treat those differences with respect. Tapestries are made beautiful because of the variety in the sum of their parts. Thank you to 1 million people inside this rich tapestry for the opportunity for me to try and spread my own vision of what I believe to be good. And thank you for justifying my pain. Thank you. I love you.
No, thank you, man, for being able to touch all of us in a deep and personal way. And thank you for bringing us your art. And yeah, I hope your health turns around soon, and you get back to feeling more like yourself. Yeah, let me let this. Okay, I wanted to make sure that was finished. This is very inspirational and touching. You know, it's touching on a very deep level. What he said made a lot of sense, though. It's what's the point of success if you can't bring up those around you? You know what I mean? What's the point of it if you can't lift up those that mean the most to you? I would love to hear what you guys thought about this in the comments. Let me know what else I need to check out, and I'll get there as soon as I can. That is, if you're still here and you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. It helps the channel grow. That being said, that is just about going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.